Gather round, kaijus. It's your boy, Kaiju Kong, aka 2K. Emerging from the depths of mythology, woohoo, to bring it. So, our Sigma, so sustenance. Alright, guys, here I am on the pier along the wonderful, majestic bay of Cascais, alone, just the way we like it. And this leads me up to the topic that I'll be talking to you guys today, and it is a response to a couple of questions that you guys gave me on when you go to society, especially for us Sigma males. When we go to society and we jump from hierarchy to hierarchy, we prefer to act as, let's say, the delta male or the gray man. Now, what is this gray man? For those of you who don't know, a gray man, basically the definition is a gray man is someone who blends in so well that, like, he's gray, he's not white nor black, he's just so lukewarm that nobody knows he exists. He's basically is camouflaged in society. Nobody really sees him, nobody bothers him, and as you can see, the result is that the benefits are nobody can bother you. You live life basically on your own terms, unhindered. You get to do whatever you want and nobody knows anything. People, their attention is diverted somewhere else, like a magician, you know. You use the house, society draws people's attention to media, draws people's attention to music, draws people's attention to certain people, because some certain people like the attention, and you use that like magic to hide the tricks that you're doing, or the way that you're living, the hustle, the grind, your purpose on the backside, staying low key, and people don't bother you, people don't know that you exist, people don't mess with the things that you do, and therefore you can literally 10x, and you can literally drive fast forward your goals and your hustle, your purpose, the way that you work, the music that you put out, the videos that you put out, the books that you write, all of these things. As you can see, that's the benefit. But the disadvantages are that there's a flip side. There's the two sides of the same coin, guys. When people don't know that you exist, the disadvantage is that people don't know that you exist. Therefore, when there are opportunities, these opportunities pass you by. When there are projects and people want to know who's the best person for this project, they're not gonna pick you guys. And that's the thing. Like, that's how society is. The squeaky wheel gets fixed. So if you guys insist on not being squeaky because you want to blend in and stay quiet and stay silent, you're not going to get fixed, you're not going to get looked after. And basically that's why you have to, if you choose this path, you literally have to be self-dependent. You really have to be self-reliant. There is no way that you can live this type of life and think that without taking extreme ownership, someone's gonna have your back, someone's gonna save your ass. No, if you want to be the gray man, if you want to be living life and nobody knows that you exist, you really have to hustle and really depend on yourself to provide financially, to provide everything literally in your life. Nobody is gonna save you, nobody's gonna pay your bills, nobody's gonna cook your food, nobody's gonna massage you in the back, nobody's gonna teach you and reach out to help you. That's the thing. But okay, so how do you be a gray man? Here I am yapping. How do you be a gray man? Well, here I am, like what I'm doing. It depends on the location. And for those of you guys, oh look, it's a jellyfish. For those of you guys who are on your path to becoming a Sigma male, you're realizing that you are not an alpha after all. In the hierarchy, there is little that you can do because people already know that you exist, my friends, and you already have a certain reputation. So the best thing for a Sigma male, once you realize and you come to know yourself as a Sigma male, it is best, and I really recommend and encourage you, it's a call to action, that you find a way to change the environment that you're in. Try your best to live in a different country. Try best to live in a different city. Go out and explore your horizons. Because literally, like I've done so many times in my life, and it's fun, guys. I've moved literally from, I was born in the Philippines, that I went to Singapore, I went to Vietnam, I went to Switzerland, I went to Thailand, and I lived there more than 6 months in each of those countries. And the thing is, when I messed up in one country, the lessons that I learned socially in that country. When I changed country, let's say from Singapore back to the Philippines and from Philippines to Switzerland, when I went to Switzerland, I changed myself. I had the permission to rewrite myself in that new society because people do not know you. You don't have a reputation yet, so you can establish your reputation. You can literally start off from a blank slate. And so if you were a nice guy, if you were clueless, if you were stupid in that previous hierarchy, playing dumb because you didn't know who you are, and now that you accept yourself as a Sigma male, when you go to that other country or you go to that other city where nobody knows about you, you can literally change the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you treat others, the way you present yourself in the world. And that is really powerful, because when you live this new persona, there is a chance that you can become, and it assimilates, it becomes a part of you, my friends. I was the same. When I was young, I was extroverted, but something happened along the way that made me really introverted. I lost faith in other people. I only had a very close circle of friends. I trusted only my family. It was very difficult for me to trust others because of bad friendships and all that. Let me change my hand here. My delts are hurting. I was just exercising. Anyway, so from extrovert, I became an introvert because of a traumatic experience that changed my perspective on being open to others. So for like 4 or 5 years, because it was during those formative years of my life, I actually did become an introvert. But that's the thing. I was annoyed knowing that I was an extrovert before, and then I became an introvert. And so guys, knowing this, and now I am slowly transitioning into the extrovert, because when I changed countries, I did not want to accept, and I put myself out there as an extrovert, and lo and behold, it did assimilate. I started to become an extrovert there again. That's why I say Sigma males, when we are aware of ourselves. We have grown to have this self-awareness that other male archetypes in the hierarchy do not have, because we are lone wolves. We're self-introspective. We read off of ourselves. And so when you realize that and you want to improve yourself, you naturally from introvert to become an ambivert, or if you're an extrovert, you kind of have introverted qualities. I discussed this in a previous video of mine. So guys, knowing that I was completely introverted, and then I made the leap back into extroversion, or now ambiversion. If I could do it, guys, it is possible for you to do it. Sometimes you don't have to live through trauma. Sometimes it's just an active decision of you changing your the hierarchy or organization or city, country that you're in, for you to put yourself out there with a new persona. So, gray man, guys, if you want to go out and to assimilate into a new country, sometimes you don't feel safe. It's natural. You want to know your surroundings. You want to read off of people before you present your true self. It's natural, because you don't want to be kicked out as early as when you enter. You don't want to be kicked out of the hierarchy, because if you get kicked out, then you have to transfer. It's a pain in the ass. So it's understandable that you do want to be a gray man and want to assimilate into the society without really people knowing that you exist, so that you can, without much effort, live in that society unbothered. I guess you guys know what I'm talking about. So the way I did it, when I went to Thailand, when I went to Switzerland, as you can see, there is a big contrast between these countries. One is completely rural, one is completely developed. And the way you do it, guys, that's why we improve in our social intelligence, and the way that we bring ourselves in the world, self-introspection, is when you read the people, you just look at the way that they walk, the way that they talk, the way that they pace themselves, the way that they speak. And when they walk sort of with swag, you walk with swag. When they walk without swag, you walk without swag. When people talk with an in their voice, you talk with an in your voice. It's natural. And that's how you blend in. The way that people dress, if you want to go that far, you can dress the way that they dress. And then eventually, as you see the ways that you can kind of break the rules and become yourself again, be that Sigma male character that you are, then go ahead and do that. But of course, I understand, guys, that in the beginning you do as us Sigma males, when you jump from hierarchy to hierarchy, we do want to initially take the gray man step, to be the gray man and to be that low-key guy that nobody really knows, the shadow, so to speak, so that we don't, as early as that, as we step into that hierarchy, we get kicked out already, and then we have to find a new one. Because you know, as I always say, you don't depend on the hierarchy, but you take full advantage of it. And to be honest, guys, of course, instead of trying to dive into this water and try to fish and catch some fish for myself to eat for dinner, it's better to go to the supermarket back there and spend a few dollars, just walk in, walk out with a grocery bag full of food. So we gotta be wise, guys. And the only way to have this easy way of life, of course there's sacrifices, everything, easy way of getting food, easy way of having a bed to sleep in at night, is to really stick with the hierarchy, stick with the organization, stick with the government of the countries, because they generally have the backs of people. These systems are already established. So if you really guys don't give a shit about society, yes, go ahead, you can live on the force, live without people caring about you, but you have to take extreme ownership. You have to really know how to hunt, know how to grow your own food and all that. Sometimes us introverts, the way I see it is, the reason why we don't want to go out so much is because we are so inside. But what I mean by this, the reason why you don't want to go out is because you're always stuck inside your head. You're always thinking about what could go wrong. What were they gonna think about me? What are they gonna say? How am I gonna screw up in life? Guys, don't take life seriously. You only got one freaking life to live. For those of you who think about reincarnation of all of that, but think about this way, that is not a guarantee. What is the fact that you know now you have this one life? So why are you living it, hiding under a rock, hiding under a pillow? Go out and grab life, guys. It's like a game, literally. The reason why I don't play video games anymore is because games have limitation. I can literally dive into this water right now. I can literally go anywhere. I can't reach it. I can literally go anywhere. If I want, I can swim to that boat. If this were a game, I couldn't do that. You literally can make any certain decision that you want in life, guys. And that's the thing. You have to stop getting stuck in your head and start getting out there in life. That's why I say it's nice to be the gray man, but being a gray man for too long is a detriment to you. It is hurting you, my friends. You gotta get yourself out there. Grab opportunities. People want to see other people win. People need to see inspirational people. If everyone insists on being a gray man, if you Sigma males insist on being a gray man, and you have all these gifts, all these talents hidden underneath you, what are you giving to the world? The world is less valuable because you choose not to show these talents. If you know what I mean. So that's the plea for today, guys. Carrying off of what I was talking about, perhaps you being an introvert, perhaps you wanting to be a gray man is something of an insecurity that stemmed from some traumatic experience or something that happened to you in the past. As girls say, who hurt you? The thing is, are you gonna dwell in the past and always keep holding on to the past, or are you gonna be man enough to really, as Sigma males, we want to liberate ourselves from everything, and that includes the past pains, past hurts, past trauma, past judgments on ourselves, even if that is a past image of who you were as a past. Let go of that. Change yourself. Liberate yourself. Don't be shy. Give yourself out to the world and go, woo! That's all you have to do, guys. Just breathe it in from the inside. Be man enough. So that's it, guys. Don't stop being insecure. Stop staying inside of your head. Don't stay in. Start going more out. But be wise about it. Don't be foolish. Because once you have the power, once you realize that you have this confidence to go out in the world, to grab life by the ball, so to speak, it becomes a drug. And I've been there before, guys. You tend to abuse it. You realize that all these, like, girls all come to you. Opportunities will come to you. But you gotta slow down there, partner. There's still a long life ahead of you, especially for those of you guys who are still young. Spread the fun of your life like butter on bread. Don't put it out too thinly, but don't also make it too thick. Spread it nice and even. And your life will be really, really good, nice guys. Awesome. Anyway, that's it from me, guys. If you resonated with today's message, then go ahead and leave a like and leave a comment. I really want to know what you guys think about this, how it helped you, and how you're going to take charge of your life. Do you like to be a grey man? Were you a grey man? Did you have trauma in your past? I want to know. How are you going to use this to improve yourselves, improve your life? And if you haven't already, do consider subscribing to the channel. This is the channel where we, lone wolves and tigers, we want to reach for more in our life to maximize our true potential. We are not only introverts, we are kaijus, developing our potential as lone wolves. So come and join me, guys. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for watching. This is Kaiju Kong signing off. Take care.